Wow.
Kai Sisson live right now near Franktown Road, where officials tell us there could be some advisory evacuations happening. Good morning, Kai.
That's right, John and Andy. We're here on Bellevue Road in Washoe Valley, where fire crews are staging to battle a blaze that is lighting up the morning sky. Take a look. Here's what we know now. The fire broke out around 3:30 this morning, and shortly after, fire officials ordered voluntary evacuations. We even heard on scanners that fire personnel were beginning to knock on doors, warning people of this blaze. Now, the main issue out here, John and Andy, are these intense wind gusts. We're talking up to 70 miles per hour. And if you take a look from where we're standing, this blaze is on treacherous, mountainous terrain. So fire crews today will be having a very difficult job knocking down this fire. Here on Bellevue Road, we have several different agencies here. Nevada Division of Forestry, NHP just rolled up, Truckee Meadows Fire, Reno Fire, Sparks Fire, Washoe County Sheriff, they're all here. More crews to come. Again, as far as we know, voluntary evacuations. And as far as we've heard, no structures have been touched at this time. And we'll be here all morning covering this fire and these intense wind gusts out here in Washoe Valley. So stick with Channel 2 News for continuing Fire Watch coverage. We're covering the story for you live in Washoe Valley this morning. Kai Sisson, Channel 2 News. Fire crews are on the scene of a wildfire, and folks, it's growing and quick. I'm Kai Sisson, Team Fire Watch coverage. Next.
Kai Sisson live right now near Franktown Road, where officials tell us there could be some advisory evacuations happening right now. Kai, give us the latest, please.
Hey, Kai.
Yeah, good morning, John and Andy. We're here on Bellevue Road in Washoe Valley, where crews are staging to battle this fire that is lighting up the morning sky. I mean, take a look at this. In the last half hour, this thing has just grown closer and closer towards homes here, blowing eastward towards Washoe Valley. Now, here's what we know now. This fire started around Franktown Road around 3:30 this morning, and shortly after, fire officials, they were quick to order voluntary evacuations. We even heard on scanners them saying, we're going door to door, warning people of this fire. And as you can probably tell, the winds here, major issue for fire crews. I'm talking 70-mile-per-hour gusts right now. And if you look, it's dark, I know, but I hope you can see that this is on a mountainous terrain, this fire. So crews are going to have treacherous conditions today, knocking it down, going up into the trees and brush here in Washoe Valley. Now, on Bellevue Road here is where fire crews are staging, and I'm telling you, it's really more about who isn't here. We've seen Story County, Carson City, Reno, Sparks Fire, Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District here to battle this blaze. More crews have been on the way, making their way up Bellevue Road here to Franktown Road to try and knock this fire out. Again, voluntary evacuations for now, and as far as we know, no structures have been touched. But stick with Channel 2 News. We're the only news crew here right now. We'll be covering this as long as fire crews are here battling this blaze. We're covering Fire Watch for you live in Washoe Valley. Kai Sisson, Channel 2 News.
That looks horrendous.
Breaking news.
Breaking news this morning is a wildfire that broke out, and we do have an update. It's in Washoe Valley and moving fast.
Yeah, one of the 3 fires out there. You're probably smelling the smoke, and the winds are kicking up, making it rough. Kai Sisson live at the scene of the one in Washoe Valley. Hey, Kai, good morning.
What we've been seeing, John and Andy, this morning is fire crews going up and down, honking horns, going door to door from the 1600 block of Franktown North, telling people to evacuate if they can, because this fire has, I'm not kidding, doubled in size in the last hour. It started around 3:30, and if you take a look to my right, it's growing all the way there. It started to at the top left corner, and it's grown several acres. Not sure exactly how many and where they are telling people to go, but we are staying in contact with Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District, and we'll have an update for you in another 15 minutes. Covering breaking news live, Kai Sisson, Channel 2 News. Much more than 50 acres now, John. We've just received word from fire officials that an evacuation center has been set up at DePoli Middle School in South Reno for the residents of Washoe Valley. Take a look behind me. I'm not kidding. In the last hour and a half, this fire has doubled, maybe even tripled in size as it moves east down the mountain, making for very treacherous terrain for firefighters. Right now, we're seeing wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, making this blaze out of control. Again, fire officials are going up and down We're on Bellevue Road now. They've been honking their horns, going door to door. Everyone north of Franktown Road in Washoe Valley, warning residents to evacuate. It is voluntary evacuations, but they have set up the evacuation center again, DePauli Middle School in South Reno. Now, the hardest part for this, for the firefighters out here today, 70-mile-per-hour gusts and a lot of treacherous terrain up this mountain here, John and Andy. Now here on Bellevue Road, they've set up a staging area here, and every agency is on scene. Reno Fire, Sparks Fire, Carson City, Story County. We've seen them all, warning residents to evacuate if they can. And again, DePauli Middle School is where they're setting up as of right now. No word on how many acres this fire is, but we're going to be here all morning as fire crews knock down this blaze in Washoe Valley. We're covering Fire Watch for you live this morning. Kai Sisson, Channel 2 News.
From Channel 2 News, this is breaking news.
All right, we do have breaking news. A wildfire that is burning right now in Washoe Valley, burning almost out of control, says Kai. He's live there.
Yeah, of all the fires, this is the most dramatic. This is the fastest moving fire at the moment. Kai joins us live with more at the scene up there by Franktown. Hey, Kai, good morning.
Good morning, John and Andy. I just got word from a fire official that now Bellevue north to Bowers Mansion is being evacuated to DePauli Middle School in South Reno. Now, as you look to the left of your screen here, this is where the fire started at around 3:30 this morning, but in the last 15 minutes, it's jumped to north of Bellevue Road here across 395. Now this has become two fires, and the main fire has at least tripled in size and is moving east. Even so, to again jump 395 here as it appears, and that fire is now getting bigger. Evacuations are in place now for, again, Bellevue Road north to Bowers Mansion to DePauli Middle School as this fire inches closer and closer to homes here in Washoe Valley. We'll be continuing to update you on air and online at KTVN.com. Covering the story for you live. John and Andy, back to you. Yeah, it's grown to much more than 50 acres, John. No word on exactly how big it is at the moment, but at around 3:30 is when this whole thing started to the left of your screen, and it's just moved eastward down this mountain and has grown very close to homes. Fire officials have now ordered evacuations. We're on Bellevue Road now. Everything north of Bellevue Road to Bowers Mansion are now being evacuated. Fire officials are going door to door, waking people up. To DePauli Middle School in South Reno is where they are sending evacuees. Now, just in the last half hour, this fire has jumped, John and Andy, across 395, forcing the Nevada Highway Patrol to shut down Washoe Valley, I-580, north and south. If you're heading north on I-580, you're going to have to get off at East Lake Boulevard and go around Washoe Valley. And at Bowers Mansion, heading south, has been shut down by the Nevada Highway Patrol as this fire grows out of control. And it's one of the hardest parts today is these high winds. We've seen gusts up to 70 miles per hour, and the fire continues to jump and grow northeast down this mountain, causing, again, evacuations, road closures, and a lot of chaos here in Washoe Valley as fire crews continue to battle it. And I'm telling you, every agency is on the scene here. Reno, Sparks, Nevada Division of Forestry, Truckee Meadows Fire, you name it. They are here trying to battle this fire. We've seen several cars driving up and down Bellevue Road here to try and get out. Of course, they're letting evacuees out as quickly as possible to get to DePauli Middle School this morning, John and Andy. Very treacherous out here as fire crews continue to battle this one of many fires this morning. Let's send it back to you.
Yeah, let's go to Kai, who's been live at the scene all morning long. Hey, Kai.
Well, John, this just in, they are shutting down East Lake Boulevard now. I'm here with Bob Harmon. He's with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. Fire chiefs are super tied up. Luckily, he's here to tell us a little bit about what traffic is happening now.
Well, and I think that's the important thing, what you were just saying. At this point now, we are going to close East Lake. So that's East Lake, I-580, and Old US 395 are all closed down. So we're basically shutting down the Washoe Valley to traffic. People need to know that before they start heading into the area. Either, find a long way around or just stay and put. But please try to avoid the area at this point. We got a wildfire going. It's out of control, and it's moving in a couple of different directions at this time.
Any update on any structures affected?
We had one structure affected that I'm aware of. I don't have any information about damage to that structure, but we did have one structure affected.
Okay, you're getting a phone call. Bob, thank you so much. John and Andy, let's send it back to you. Continue to stick with Channel 2 News for continuing coverage of this fire. We'll be out here all morning. Back to you guys. Wildfire continues to burn folks in Washoe Valley, even jumping 395. Raining now, and fire officials officials are trying to knock it down. Update on evacuations and road closures after the break.
Kai Sisson is live in the area. He has our update for us this morning. Hey there.
Hey, Kai.
That's right, John and Andy. This fire has exploded. It started around 3:30 this morning at the top left of your screen there. And it grew quick because of these 70+ mile per hour winds out here in Washoe Valley. It moved down eastward towards homes. Evacuations were ordered really right after the fire started at 3:30. Fire officials were going up and down roads, honking horns, going door to door, telling folks to leave. And now here's what we know now. Look at that. It has jumped the freeway at 395, I'd say about 45 minutes ago. And that has caused a total and complete shutdown of all traffic through Washoe Valley, including Eastlake Boulevard. No traffic is being let through except evacuations, which are happening at DePoli Middle School for residents. And we just got word now that large animals are being asked to go to the Livestock Event Center. Animals Regional Services are there helping people take care of their large livestock. Small animals can go to DePoli Middle School, but all people that live out here are being asked to go and evacuate from this fire, which again continues to move closer down. We spoke with Bob Harmon with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. He's trying to man some of the media because the fire chiefs are so overwhelmed right now. He did say one home was affected. We don't know exactly what extent, but one home has been affected here in Washoe Valley, and there are thousands now without power, including the fire station here. They're staging. Every agency is out here, by the way. I'm talking Reno, Sparks, Carson City, Story. Without power here in Washoe Valley. There you see one person taking their trailer and evacuating here. Again, DePoli Middle School, and all traffic shut down for your Friday morning commute. Stick with Channel 2 News for continuing coverage. We'll be out here all morning as long as the fire crews are here battling this wildfire. Covering Fire Watch for you, Kai Sisson, Channel 2 News.
From Channel 2 News, this is breaking news.
Our breaking news this morning, a fire burning out of control right now in Washoe Valley.
I think that's the worst one of the three. No traffic going through Washoe Valley at the moment. We're not going to run through the roads. They're all closed.
All shut
Kai
down.
joining us live at the scene with the very latest. The fire just exploded this morning. Hey, Kai.
That's right, John and Andy. Here are the three things you need to know before you head out the door. We do have evacuations north of Bellevue Road and on both sides of I-580 in Washoe Valley, being evacuated to DePoli Middle School. If you have livestock, you're asked to go to the Reno Livestock Event Center, where they have animal services there waiting. Small animals can go to DePoli with you, but that is one of the biggest things here. They've been trying to get people out of their homes as this fire just rages on. It's been started kind of in the north or the southeast corner here and just kept moving east towards homes. As you can see there's a real orange glow. We've had confirmed reports of one affected home. The other thing you need to know is that, all roads are closed in Washoe Valley going north and south on I-580. Old 395 is closed. Eastlake Boulevard is closed. If you plan on going anywhere around there, you're going to have to take the super long way around Virginia City to get anywhere south of Reno here. Also, power outages. Thousands of people are without power this morning as this fire continues to rage. Stick with Channel 2 News for continuing coverage of this wildfire. John and Andy, let's send it back to you.
From Channel 2 News, this is breaking news.
Good Friday morning. We're here live on Bellevue Road in Washoe Valley, where fire crews are staged fighting this wildfire here. Now, what we know now is that there are evacuations here in Washoe Valley on both the east and west side of I-580. Here's where they're being sent. People are being sent to DePoli Middle School, as well as small animals. Livestock is being sent to the Reno Livestock Event Center. All traffic is being diverted. The roads are closed. Eastlake Boulevard and I-580 here in Washoe Valley as crews continue to fight this wildfire. Let's send it back to you, John and Andy.